Hey guys, it's Mark J. Hofheins Jr. with UCARE. Just doing my today's Mark's mission. Currently, it is 4:25 p.m. here on December 11th, 2013. I'm sitting in my usual spot, as you can see. Um, Trying out the new features. Got the follow the face. See how well this works. But anyways, um, so I just wanted to give you guys an update. It's been a really freaking frustrating day for me today. Had a mental breakdown, extreme freak out, anger fit. I've gotten more angry today than I have in years. Um, the organization, which I thought was going to be the one to actually uh, be the one to pull the trigger to first, so that all the rest of the organizations that have backing me would know to fire at the same time. You know what I mean? Like the analogy would stay. I have so many organizations backing me and programs set up, but it takes the first person to pull the trigger, and that person would have been joined today. Well, due to my frustration, I freaked out because they were wanting some information that which I was unable to provide for them at the time because I don't receive um, pay stubs due to being paid under the table, etc., or whatever, being 1099, and also having UCARE as a donation-based organization only. So it was a lot harder for me to try to let them know how my income was, and they wanted one of the individuals. I'm not going that they shall remain nameless. Um, was requiring me to have a pay stub before they would move me into it, and today was a day when I was actually going to get off the streets for the first time in 6 months. 6 months. And it's not just for me, it's for my daughter. So it's, as you can see I still have frustration within my voice as I'm speaking. But it's like I seriously went off the handle. And I composed myself well enough, but I exploded at the right times in the right places, and without harming any others, without lashing out at any others, but with the outburst, I was able to release that extreme frustration and pissed off, and I was to the point where I had nothing bad things to say about joining at that point, because I've been backing them so strongly throughout my whole advocacy, and the actions that they put forth in order to rapidly rehouse the homeless straight from the streets. Um, Today, I ended up calming down. I talked to Shannon. She's an amazing day. She's a day supervisor, or a director, daytime services director. She's an amazing person. I got her 100%. She's got me 100%. And instead of just blowing up at the situation and going off, like I have a video of an individual that for 6 months hasn't been able to find a place and had 3 jobs. Well, that's besides the point, because his case is individually different than mine, but also, 3 different jobs kind of doesn't show stability at the same time. But that's not for me to say here or there anyways. Regardless, if he would have done the legwork, he would have been indoors. That is one positive thing about joint. I mean, regardless of though they couldn't find me a place themselves, nor could Iron Tribe, nor could DHS, nor could Impact Northwest, nor could CODA, I, Mark J. Hofheins Jr., located a room for rent on my own, did the legwork, and I go to present it. The past 3 days, we've been talking about it. I was supposed to have a meeting today with the person that was supposed to set it up, and everything was kosher till today. And so it was frustrating when all of a sudden he put that out there. Well, he has to, or else he won't do it. Well, that fucks everything up. I've been on my first opportunity in 6 months to get off these streets, and he didn't want to help me. unless he had that piece of information. No matter how many emails I had to prove to him, no matter how many organizations I had back to me, no matter what I had, he still would only require that. Until I talked to Shannon, I vented to her. Of course, I cried, I bawled my eyes out, freaked out, expressed my anger, let her know that's not towards her individually, but but she understands what I've been going through. She's been there throughout all this time, and so by doing so, she, I got through to her and let whatever she was able to let me know she understands, because she appreciates my advocacy for them as well, because I don't just back them, I back anybody who is actually fully engaged in any type of advocacy towards helping the homeless better themselves. That's what I'm trying to do, so why wouldn't I want what I'm doing to be helped as well? There are people out there that need that, and to some it would be a burden. To me, it makes me feel good to be doing what I do. It makes me feel like a dedicated, hardworking human. I am human. I am a caring human being. And that is what I'm trying to get out. That's what the world's trying to get across to people. Stop worshiping the dollar. Care about the human being. Deal with the human being. Fuck the dollar. The dollar has to come later. Don't worship the dollar. But here's a key. Is after doing all this, though, back to the situation. After doing all this, I had got it to where, since she had gone down to talk to Jamal after venting everything and talking, and she'd even made the phone call to the person who was renting me the room, etc., left a message and wants to converse with her, try to make sure that we can still keep it locked on so that I don't lose it, because after today I would have lost it had she not have done that. So thank you, Shannon. So tomorrow I will be going in there. I'd actually got the letter saying that I work, and it's under the table, etc. From the official person, the owner of the business, and had it faxed to her along with just a generic rental agreement that I downloaded off the internet, filled it out, and so that they have an idea of the rental agreement between me and the person. Gave them full information of both parties. It was only one party's signature anyways, so it was my signature, but with their information, etc., so that they know the payee. But with that being said, as you can see, I'm talking really fast because I'm trying to vent so many things to you guys that I'm dealing with in just one single day. Today also went before City Council. I showed up at 9:30ish. Didn't even realize I was on the roster to be on the communications bit. Well, I had a 3-minute communications bit, and we had an excellent communications session where I expressed to them what hasn't been happening still as of 6 months later, that they have promised the whole 6 months. But also, we have made a move to the positive, to where they are actually opening up community centers that haven't previously ever been offered during the winter, so that the homeless can actually go in there and be safe and free from the elements during the freezing cold. So this winter, we have that open to the public, which is a win for the homeless. They express very openly about what's been going on, and also I base my concerns still. I very, very clearly stated that since Portland does great on everything other than having a homeless shelter in order to get off the streets, because if they want to complete their 10-year program or 10-year contract with the federal government, which ends within like 6 months or so, or generalized, but if they want to complete that contract and end homelessness, they have to at least give the opportunity to the person who is on the streets to get off the streets, period. They can't just expect them to be on the streets and always just have rapid rehousing into the housing, because they're only getting 700 people total so far since they've been doing this job off the streets, of which there are 3,000. And we're talking about years and years and years. versus if there was a homeless shelter where they could readily availably be able to go to upon their decision to try to better their life, they could diminish the homeless population by 80 something percent. Because if you think about it, really, in technicality, as I expressed to him too, there are going to be those that choose to be out here, but there are also those that will actually take advantage of that opportunity in order to better themselves. And the only way they're going to actually truly end homelessness, or even come remotely close to ending homelessness, is by affording them that opportunity. Without that opportunity, they're just going to continue with the homelessness and still end up with the deaths on a regular basis. We've had 3 deaths this year. Come to find out, 3 deaths on the streets due to the inclement weather. And on top of that, we've had a guy with frostbite, it got so severe he was hospitalized for a week with the possibility of losing limbs. So these are the things that I'm trying to get stress across to them. That's why we got the community centers open now, and a lot more churches are opened up now. 211 is available, which I expressed very thoroughly, that they got to realize that no matter what, whether they got 211, whether they got these things open, they have to outreach to them ones that are mentally ill. Because if they don't outreach to them ones that are mentally ill, they're still going to die. Because they are incapable mentally to care for themselves. And so us as human beings, need to take care of those people. That's our responsibility. If we're competent enough to do so, and you really truly care, you will take your time, even as a personal individual, as a religious person, or as any person. If you truly care about even your own well-being, put yourself in their shoes. If you cared about your own well-being just as much as you do the next person, this world would be the best place in the fucking universe. But it's not. Because you're too worried about that fucking dollar. You're too worried about yourself. You're too worried about the items that you're trying to gain. But and that's a whole nother subject. But the fact of the matter is, we can make a change. We can make such a dramatic change just by doing it ourselves. If these political leaders don't want to do it, we do it for them and show them why they shouldn't even be in office. Because if we can do it and they refuse to do it, they're obviously not for the people, which we are the people, that which they represent. So that's the best angle in which I can put forth. And that being said, God bless all you guys who have been working your ass off with me and out there without me and without my knowing or any of our knowings, because it's those who don't have to brag about it that will receive the most blessings. God bless you. And for all you those who are stubborn, thick-headed, and think, oh, they're just a bunch of druggies, think again. Look at me. There you go. You're a paycheck away from being homeless. Think about that. Well, anyways, guys, that's my message for today. And thank you for viewing again. I don't have a phone right now. I'm working on that. Got my food stamps in line. Got some other things going on. I'll keep you guys updated on anything else. But take heed to what I said. And if you want, leave a comment. Personal message me on Facebook, on Twitter, on wherever. Doesn't matter. All the links are on YouTube. Like I said, there's also a donation link if you guys can help out with even $1. $1 goes a long way for me. Being in the position that which I'm in, even the time that which I've taken right here within 14 minutes, had I been making a regular pay job, I would have made $2.50. So see what I'm saying? But this is just to show you guys that how dedicated I am, and I do this all pro bono. God bless you. Amen.